Welcome to MyWebUniversity YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you WinGet, which is a Windows Package Manager. The Windows Package Manager, like a Linux Package Manager, allows you to install application and packages and software. So you can install software, you can remove software, uninstall it, and then upgrade it, update it. Search for it. The package repository is Microsoft Store as well as third-party software. And the software that you're using on Windows, if you have Windows 11, by default, it comes with WinGet. WinGet is the package manager for Windows. And if you have older version like Windows 10, some of the build version that are later version supports it. If it doesn't support it, you can just download the WinGet from WinGet repository and just install it on your Windows 10 version if it is not supported. What I mean by supported, it is not by default installed. The latest, the Windows 10 version and the newer version of Windows 11, whatever version of Windows 11 you have, it's supported. So I'm going to be showing you a lot of command line syntax of WinGet, as well as install GIMP and GIMP, which is like a graphic imaging processing for allowing you to do image and draw something and then make very powerful images and then view those reviews and everything else. But on this one, the majority of the topic will be covering Windows WinGet. WinGet is like a DNF on Red Hat, or YUM on Red Hat, or maybe apt-get and apt-cache and apt-install snap on Ubuntu distribution. Maybe on the Mint, we have apt, and then on the Red Hat and Fedora distribution, whether it's Fedora or Rocky Fedora or Red Hat Fedora distribution, all of those Fedora distributions supports YUM as well as DNF, as well as RPM. But the majority of packages nowadays you can get from the repository using DNF. On this one, I'm going to show you how to use Windows and Windows to just do the installation with this. It looks like I'm getting a little bit flickering. I'm going to change my screen resolution. For some reason, the recommended was too big, but I'm going to just make it that one so I don't get this flickering. And as you can see here, the recommended option was 300. So as soon as I changed it to 250, it kept flickering. And now let's see if this one stops. And if it does, it's great. If it not, then I have a new TV and just it is just have to be configured, adjusted with it, and then I'm seeing this one. After a while, I'm just making this video. Hopefully this flickering is not going to bother you as much. And then it doesn't bother me. I just will use it. So this is the screen that we have. And I'm going to close this one. I'm going to go back to the presentation here. And as you can see here, this was the presentation. So the slideshow, when I open it, I run the command WinGet dash version or -v for version. It will tell you that version 1.9 is installed. When get search for a particular software, in this case, I'm doing a GIMP and GIMP, and then it tells me all the versions that are installed. I mean, that are available at Microsoft Store and WinGet repository. WinGet, in addition to Microsoft Store, you have all these third-party. You might be asking, like, why do I need a package manager on Windows when I could just click on the Microsoft Store for the application? Some of the tools that are Microsoft software, yes, you can use the graphic Microsoft Store. However, there are some of the software that are not part of Microsoft Store. So those third-party software, you just have to go to their website to download and just do it. But when you're on the WinGet, and there's a lot of advantages using WinGet. First of all, you can just install any software that is third-party or Microsoft, and you have a very good repository on your system, and you can control them all at once. So you don't have to do, like if you have to upgrade 10 different application or apps on your Windows machine, you can do just WinGet upgrade, and then the name of the package, or -- all to do all that are installed. So you don't have to just keep looking for it. And everything that is there, you could just maintain it very well, and everything will be done correctly. The other thing is that with WinGet, from the command line, you can search for a package and you could get a particular version. Then that way you can download, for example, I'm highlighting the version 3.0. And when I highlight that one, this is the ID. Whatever is the ID, you say WinGet install, and then that ID number, similarly to the way when you list it, this will be installed on your system. Then if you want to uninstall it, WinGet uninstall and then git. So WinGet has a lot of parameters, a lot of arguments. I'm going to show you some of them. And then the repository is either Microsoft Store or WinGet or some other third party. And then the version, the one that are unknown, and that is kind of a little bit bug issue, but sometimes the version should be detected. But if it doesn't detect it, you can just look for it and then in the Microsoft Store or the third party, and then look at the version issue there. So let's get started with the actual command line, which is I open this command prompt here, and as you can see, I did WinGet -- version. I get the version WinGet search GIMP and search for these ones, and now I'm going to just install this one with -get, and since I'm already typing it, I'm just going to press enter, and that will go through the installation and install it. As you can see, it is downloading the gimp.org website. The executable is getting downloaded. The nice thing about it is that you don't have to be worried about, well, is there a Trojan horse or a malware or some sort of compromise? No, there's no such thing on it. And then WinGet is controlled by Microsoft on it, as well as the repositories are safe, and then you can just download it and install it using the command line, which opens the graphic installation for it. And as you can see, it also points to gimp.org download. So if you want to just go to the website, imagine how many software you just have to do these ways to just install each one of them. But with this one, you can search for MySQL database, for MyRHEL database, for a WinRAR, for anything that you want, Zoom, any application that you want to install it, you just point to it and then install it and update it, upgrade it, all of that. So as this one is going, I'm going to just show you a few more things on this one to show you how very fast and efficient and accurate WinGet Package Manager is. WinGet is the Windows get stand for like get the download pages, basically. Like GitHub is used for that one. A lot of like package manager, I mentioned DNF, Yum, and apt and snap. All of those ones does similar things. You work with the packages that are on a repository, you just download them, you upgrade them, you install them. All of the dependencies will also be met. So here, if I'm doing like WinGet with some MySQL database or MyRHEL database or WinRAR, all the dependencies, Notepad++, Zoom, anything, all the dependencies during this installation is just packaged together and it will get installed. So all these dynamic link libraries, you can see .dlls are getting installed on the proper directory. But because I'm running it as a regular user with user Wahid, you can see it is getting installed on app data local programs, and GIMP 3.0. So if I just want to install it with administrator privilege on the Windows, then yes, I open the command prompt as administrator, and it will go install it under program files, which is system available related. All of the things that are installed, if it is 64-bit, it's going to be installed under program files, and if it's 32-bit, it is installed from program files x86 directory. And then a subdirectory will be created. In this case, is GIMP 3, and then that version will be installed. As you can see here, this is screen. We have a number of other version 3.4 also. It's up to you. Whichever you want, you can practice with them and learn it and do it. I'm just doing it a demo. I don't even need to just use GIMP for now. But if I do, I could just use that one since it's free, and we could just install it. But a lot of the software you see is for free updates, GIMP, this one. If it is not free, obviously you just have to have the license and purchase and pay for it. And that is behind the scope of this video. But if it is free, just go ahead, download it and practice with it, use it, and it is really nice. So right now it is finishing with the last part. Let's see if it opens GIMP when we actually go and search for it. This is the icon or logo. And as you saw it on my presentation, I had similar logo, which was this logo here, GIMP and WinGet. This is from public domain that I got, so that is good. You have to, everything that you include, you have to make sure that it's free for putting it on your YouTube channel or something. So it is free under public domain. So here I'm just showing you that it's successfully installed. 369 megabyte was total, and then it says that the installer will request another administrator accept the prompt, successfully installed. So everything is successfully installed. So that means I could search for GIMP on my window. Right here, as soon as I type in GIMP, it shows 3.0 is available right here. And this is the app. So if I click on it, it should open GIMP. Let's see if it does open GIMP. Right now here, you can see it is opening it. It's loading it, and then you can see it does a lot of query, a lot of the executable to make sure that the integrity of the executables are all checked. That's what is nice about WinGet. When it installs software, it does make sure that the binaries or application and everything is not compromised, as well as the software that is says what it is, it is that. So that's good. So right now it does the query new plugins. Once that one is done, and then the GIMP kind of dialog box or menu shows up. And now you can see here, I get this interface, which has the welcome page and everything. And then I could just do this one or click here. And then let me move this one out of this way. You can see this is the entire screen. But my zoom is blocking me. You're not seeing zoom up there. I'm going to move zoom out. And then I'm going to maximize this window. You can see here the file manager, the file menus and everything is there. All these kind of buttons for you to just draw things are available. And this video is not going to be about GIMP. It's about Windows File Manager. So you could just see it. And then if you just look at this front end, or even it says GIMP website, contribution and donating, all of that one. So if I click on the GIMP website, it takes to the GIMP website. Then you can go under documentation and learn GIMP and practice it. So this is nice. It's a free software, but it allows you to do all kind of graphic and process, right? So I'm gonna just close this one. And then here on this one, obviously you have the file, you can open new one or create other ones. But again, I'm not going to teach every one that I install. I'm going to just rely on your needs of to do what you want to do. At this time, I'm on a PowerShell command. So I could use a command prompt here. If I just open a command prompt on Windows, this is also allowing me. So if I say system info and then find a string /I and then say OS name, this is a Windows 11 version. By default, Windows 11, Microsoft Windows 11 is right here, Windows 11 Pro. It is there when Get is there. So if I just clear my screen here and say clear screen and say when Get, and then 5 more, you can see on the entire Windows. Let me just make this one undo. This is a command prompt, and then you can see Windows Package Manager that allows you to do all kind of command usage from command line. And when get followed by a command followed by the option, and the options are install, show, source, search, list, everything. All of them are there here, and then these other options are as well here. So if I just make a screen here, control minus a little bit smaller, and then you say when get -v, you can see dash or dash version will just tell me also the version information. Similarly, if I say when get, let's say, dash info, I could get all the information about WinGet. And then notice that some of the website informations about WinGet info, which was this command, and then I could just see all of the details like logs of it and all the website itself, where the packages are and all of that, right? Program files, WinGet packages, all the details are here. At the same time, also WinGet licensing, and this is the WinGet page, home page that we just opened. So if I do a press control and click on that one, it takes me to GitHub Microsoft WinGet, and then I could just look at all the pages for that one, documentation, computing, downloads, and everything, all the resources that are available. Here also, we went to the GIMP documentation, GIMP doc, and if you just go to the main page, gimp.org is the page. But at the same time, on the that was for GIMP, right? Sorry, for WinGet. Where WinGet is different than GIMP. When Git is the software that you're using for graphic, WinGet is the package manager for Windows that we use to do that one. So if I just use the Windows system here on command prompt, I could say WinGet and just get all the commands that are optional here. So if I just say WinGet a list, it will list all the packages that are available for me here. As you can see here, this is WinGet list all the packages that are installed on my system, list everything that are there. So if I just say clear screen, WinGet list, and then say find a string /I, and then say look at, for example, let's look at GIMP. So if I just search for GIMP, then it's gonna just do that one there. And now you could also say WinGet list GIMP. That would do the same thing. And if I want to just install, upgrade it, I just say update for the update. And if I want to do upgrade, obviously I type in upgrade. So let's do an upgrade. If I have anything newer version, then I could just do it. No available upgrade there, because if I say WinGet search GIMP, this is going to tell me that these are the version. Since I did the version, this one, this already up to date with this one. If I just go a list of them, obviously a list of them, I could just do that with this and say list everything. But notice that this one, if I want to get a WinRAR, and then I could just list only WinRAR if it is installed or not. since it's not installed, I could say search for it. And it will tell me what is available there. So I could say, for example, from this command line, say WinGet install WinRAR. Since the idea is WinRAR.lab.this, if I tried just WinRAR by the name, maybe it finds it. If it doesn't find it, if it is two versions, then you just have to be specific to by ID, and then you can search it. If it is only one version, obviously it tries it. So now WinRAR is going to say, do you want to allow this application? I say yes. I'm going to install it. Now it's installed. So if I just say here, WinGet search WinRAR, it is now showing that it's available. If I list it, it is going to also show it there. And then at the same time, if I come on the command line here, say WinRAR, and then now the app is available for me, and that's there. Imagine how cool it is. On Windows, you can do everything that you used to do it on Linux from command line. So there's no difference. With PowerShell, there's a lot of stuff. Even with the Windows DOS command prompt, which is disk operating system that's replaced as command. So every time you type in command, you get a new command prompt. And if I say version, that is the version that I'm running, the build that is 10.0, but system info find /i OS name, that would tell me that it's Microsoft Windows 11 Professional Edition. And then at the same time, the architecture of WinGet, the dash version, it tells you that it's that, and you could say dash verbose. Verbose, it doesn't matter if you do the verbose because the version doesn't have any details. But if you try, for example, say, give me the log, so now the logs is the command with S, logs, and then now it opens the get logs of it. And by default, since today is the last one, you could just open this one and look at the logs of all the stuff that have been happening on WinGet. And then at the same time, you have like 1 or 2 days of information. So first is the bottom, and yeah, so 131 is also there. If you sort it by date, you can see the top one is 127, even 127 is there. So if you use it, there will be written information in the logs. And then notice that if I just do this one by itself, it gives me a syntax of it. So when get dash log, dash logs will tell me that log information, as well as when get dash open dash logs. Open logs is going to also open it, and you can see that one. At the same time, if I just say when get dash info, it's going to tell me that information about WinGet Package Manager, everything here. And then if I'm going to just install one more software here, just to show you. So I say WinGet search Notepad ++. Let's say for ++, Notepad ++, and then it's already installed. I can install Notepad ++. I typed these, that's why it didn't find it first time. So now if you do that one, you could say, let's see, Notepad++. If I just open that one, and I'm going to just say, since it's already installed, I don't need to just, Notepad is there, but I'm looking for Notepad++. So if I just type in Notepad++ here, and then you can see that Notepad++ apps is opening that one. And here, you write this is test, and then if this is too big, you could just hold the control, and then the mouse, you just check it, like make it smaller, or this by going up or down with your mouse scroll bar. And then if you just say, what is this one? Actually, you're showing me that the information is under view, I believe. Let's see, macro view, view. And then for zoom, it tells you in order to zoom in, you do control plus mouse wheel up or down. So the mouse wheel, you would just move it up or down in order to just resize this one. On a regular notepad, if you just want to do a regular notepad, if you say you want to make it bigger, you could just say control plus and then control minus, and that would make it smaller. Okay. And then every tab that you do, control obviously is there. So now Notepad++ is there. If I want to just uninstall it, I could say, let's make this screen bigger, say WinGet and uninstall, and then Notepad++. Since it's plus is this one, I want to just uninstall that one. And by giving that name, it's specific. The second one is there. Now it says refine the input, so that it's asking me to give the ID number. And then this is the ID number. So I'm going to say Notepad++, and then cut and paste from this because both of them has the name Notepad++, so it doesn't know which one to do it. ID is the identifier. And then it says, oh, you want to uninstall that one? I say, yes, go ahead, uninstall it. And now I go here and say Notepad++. It's not going to show up here anymore. But if I just want to install it back, instead of this, I just say install. And that would go through installation. So it's really cool software WinGet for Package Manager. Now it is getting installed. Whether you use the DOS command prompt or the PowerShell, it's your choice. Both of them would work. So now I'm done with this one. I'm going to exit out of this one. I show you some of them on Windows PowerShell here. So clear my screen here and then say WinGet by itself -v, it's telling me the version, -version, give me the version. And then now if I say I could do upgrade everything, upgrade, and then --list to get a actually update --all. So if I just want to do something here, let me just do by itself. If you just do upgrade, it will just do upgrade all of these ones that are available for you. It says these are the one list that is available here. So if I say go ahead, do it, I could say upgrade --all, and then it will actually do it. But if I just want to get a list of them, notice that when get help, you could give you all the help here. And then some of the arguments that are there with import and then show and then list and upgrade and install, all of that one. We're not going to practice each one of them, but I'm going to show you just the export, for example. So if I'm on here, I want to go to the temp directory and I want to say WinGet list. So this is going to show all the software that is installed on my machine, right? So if I say, well, that's good, I want to say WinGet and then say list, and then I do a find string. Let's say I'm searching for MySQL only. This find a string that I'm doing it, find a string with one string, I could say MySQL only. It will just list MySQL, and that is installed here. And if I just say, well, that is good, that is a bigger list. How about I just say Notepad++ also? Show me both MySQL and Notepad++. And you can see Notepad++ is there and MySQL is there. So this WinGet, you cannot just say, show me these two only, right? So if I just do like list, let me say WinGet and then list. If I just say, show me MySQL and Notepad++, this is not going to be understood. Let's see if it does understand. No, it doesn't. And if I just say maybe that syntax might be required as spaces with the two of them to list both of them, it doesn't. So the syntax, you have to just say, if I do a comma, it's not going to understand it either. It's going to just tell you that. But if you want to just get it, and the right way to do is do a find command, define a string, and then just say this one is space. Now, if I say WinRAR, I could search for all of those tools there. So since the list is big, let's say I say, show me my SQL, and then do that one. Not show me my SQL, you could get the list shorter. And then if you could do that MySQL here, you could also not include it, or later on, if you decided, you could say find a string /v MySQL. That way, it's first you included it, but now you excluded it. So actually, it did not work that way. So that's find /string is did not work. What I could do here is just do it with these two. And then if you want like some other software that are also here, let's get one more software, GIMP. We just installed GIMP here. So you can see that the GIMP is there, and then WinRAR is there, and GIMP is here, and then also Notepad is there. So that find a string is going to refine it for you to see whatever you search for. And then if you say, let's say for search for Apache, you could also list that one as well, whatever is Apache there. So since Apache is not installed, if I say WinGet, instead of this, I could say, instead of list, I could do a search. Let's say search for these three or four software. So you can see that it is searching. And then another way you could do is search. Let's say I'm going to do search star to search for everything first, and then search find for that one. Actually, it just piped it to that one. Let me clear a screen here. It did not understood this one, but I'm going to add on after the search here and then say wildcard and then search it. So that did not work. What you could do is say each one of them individually. So like search, if you're looking for Apache, for example, you just only search for Apache. That would definitely work because WinGet syntax is like that. So if I just say MAMP, MySQL Apache combination of modules. So this is for Mac, Apache MySQL PHP. But if it was Windows, it would be WAMP, Windows Apache MySQL PHP. And for Linux, it would be LAMP, Linux Apache MySQL PHP. But this is Mac. So you could see search for like Linux Apache MySQL PHP that is there. For Windows, you can see that. So whichever system you're running, you need to install that particular one. WAMP is not there, so MAP is for both Mac and Windows, apparently. And then you can see WinGet is there. So if I just do this one for this, that is there. Now, if I say, what is this package? I could do a show on it. I could do a show and it will tell me the information about that one. And you can see the command that I did was WinGet mom, my Mac, Apache, MySQL PHP, but it says here somewhere that this is also used for Windows platform. You can see MySQL and whatever, Python and Ruby and all of that is need to be installed. And then this is for both Windows and Mac. And you can see here that this MOMP-Pro Windows. So it is for both. If I install it, obviously, I get that tool. Similarly, if I say search for WordPress, so you can install WordPress. And if you say, give me Joomla. So any software that you need, you could just get it. Joomla, maybe. I'm not sure if the typos causing it, but let me see. So you could say google.com and then say Joomla. Yeah, it's Joomla software. Oh, it's double O, Joomla. So if you do that double O, Joomla like that, and then that should find it. No, it did not have it, but it's you can get that one from somewhere else there for WinGet. And then if I look for something else like I want to just get the WinGet list. This list I want to put it into exported a list. So if I have all these packages, I want to just install it on a different Windows machine. Whatever package is installed on this one, so I could duplicate my machine. That's a very good tool to use. So on the Tim directory, I could say, for example, WinGet, and then say export -O, and then I could say just create a list of text. As actually, you could create a .json. That's a JSON format. When the output file is gonna get created with list.json, and you can see that I'll install all these packages that are there, and now I have a list.json file. And if I just do a type on it, list.json, you can see it is in a JSON format. If I say code less.json, open it in Visual Studio Code, you can see the file is open in Visual Studio Code, and these other files are there. Let's see, it is still loading it. It might be too long. Let me just try it again. Open it. Yeah, it's right here. So you can see it is the format is open in JSON. It's really nice, and then you can see the JSON format is basically having dictionaries, key value pairs. This is the key, this is the value, and so on. And this is also like a array or list. In this case, a list, and then inside the list is a dictionary key pair value. So you can see all of them, and then later on, maybe another data structure would be list or dictionary or something, and it's all defined here. And the version you can see is Windows version 1.9 for the WinGet. So if I close this one and then I do a cat command, cat list.json, it will open the file. Notice the bottom one, it says version 1.925. So if I say WinGet dash version, it will say 1.925. When cat of that command was also telling me that it's Win version 1.925. Okay, so whether you created the export, you created .json or .text, the extension doesn't matter. The content of the file is what makes it the header of the file and everything. So list.star, you can see that two files have the same size. But if you just cat list.text, it is the same file as the list.json. Okay. And then if you just do a major dash line, how many lines are there? Both of them have 200 line JSON. You can see it. This is just addition to information. So if I just say WinGet upgrade dash all, I'm going to just run this one, and then I'll let the system run, and I'm going to finish this video. But notice how good is WinGet. So now my entire repository will be up to date, and it says, do you want to run this app, I say, yeah, go ahead, do it. A lot of these will be prompting me, so you can update your Mozilla, Firefox, and Chrome, and everything that is there, 7-zip, all the software. You can see here, I could have said, yeah, -y for um, prompting me, don't prompt me, but I just wanted to show you that how cool WinGet is in terms of the software installation, package handler, and everything. So now I was doing an install of something that was older version, or it's not supposed to be there. This is our newer version, or I had done a lot of videos on R, so you can see that that is also doing R console. There's a lot of software. I'm not gonna just continue on recording while this one is done. I wanna just point out to MyWebUniversity, my YouTube channel. I hope you are going to subscribe. This is the channel, MyWebUniversity. It's about 2,500 something subscribers, which I really appreciate. For those of you that you already subscribed, you're getting the latest videos that I post. Make sure you push that notification button to be notified when I post a new one, as well as make sure you tell your friends and colleagues and loved ones to just subscribe, so you could just uh, get the latest one. And by sharing, you care. I hope you all learn from it. I have 1,600 videos on my English channel, computer science related, IT, information technology, and system administration, system analysis, developers tools, programming languages, database, applications, software engineering concept, and shell scripting, automation, and a lot of stuff, data analysis, and then data visualization, programming, C, Python, R language, you name it. You will find these videos here. You will be very, very happy to just share it with your friends. It's all free. Subscription is free. You're welcome to join and then start getting college kind of courses. I taught a lot of these courses at the college level while I was working part-time. I had my full-time job, but I was just doing part-time teaching at the university, which is National University for 4 years, Cal State Fullerton for a few semesters, Pasadena City College for 2 years, and then Computer Learning Center for a year or so. And then I have been doing it the past 2 years. My Web University YouTube channel in English, which I have about 1,600 videos so far, and then making contribution, writing PDF, documentation, everything that you could go on my website, my YouTube, mywebuniversity.com. I have the entire book online for Linux, Ubuntu, which has 14 chapters. And then within this website, there's about 100,000 of technical documentation, more than 100,000, either PDF format or HTML format, and then all of these chapters, or by itself another chapters. I have shown you before. You can learn the dynamic generation of these ones from each one of these ones. You can get thousands of other websites on the internet. And if you're looking at the English channel, is this video that you click on, you will get to be going on my Web University English channel. And if you say, I want to just go to Farsi one, for people from Afghanistan, Iran, Tajikistan, that they speak Farsi. I also speak Farsi because I was born in Kabul, Afghanistan. I'm very proud to support you all, and in on both languages. And I'm very honored to actually provide these courses for free. And someday you're going to do the same and help others. By helping others, God will help you, honestly. That's how I believe in, and that's how I was raised. Every one of us, we could contribute to some level. There's always another person and more needs than we are, and then they could benefit it. They cannot pay the book to buy it online. Just come in on mywebuniversity.com, on just like this, mywebuniversity.com. Let's say you want to learn Python, you just come in on chapter 12 here. And if you learn Python here, I just click on here like ZSH. If you want to learn ZSH, I already provided the ZSH here. And if you just say, well, that's only 5 pages, yeah, search for HTTPS, I'll take you to ZSH website. And then from there, you have everything available for you, including the PDF file documentation that you can see for United States. You can click on it. And then there's manual pages on HTML as well as PDF, right? So everything that you have, and this is at your fingertips. 480 pages, you don't need to buy a Linux. If you want to learn Bash, no problem. Just go to MyWebUniversity.com and go on chapter 12, and right here, and just type in on chapter dynamic chapter 12, and then type in Bash here. On the fly, I generate the PDF file for you here. You just click it, and then that's 87 pages. You look at it, and if you say that is not enough, let's see HTTPS. Is there one? No, nothing here. So that 87 pages, it has a for statement, while statement, everything already included here. But then if you say, what about Python? You mentioned something about Python. Yeah. If you want to learn Python, just come to my website on this one, search for Python, and I'll just generate for you Python documentation here. And then this is 7 pages, just Control F, search for HTTPS, go to python.org or docs.python.org. Whichever one you go, you can go to downloads, click on documentation, go to communities. There's so much on it. So there's hundreds of thousands of documentation at your fingertips. Once you go to my website, I take you everywhere you want. So let's say you say, well, that's good for my, can you give me some like something like for Java? Yeah, just type in Java here. I create you the manual pages for Java, java.pdf, and the PDF format. On the, you don't have to be sitting in front of a Linux or Unix or Windows to get this information, right? So Control F here again, say oracle.com or something. You can just search for HTTPS, would be better. Code reusability, I make it say whatever code is already there, I just point you to the reference of that one and then take you to that website. You start learning from that website. So Java Development Kit, go ahead, learn it. Java tutorial, everything. At the same time, if you say, what about something like Go language or something like Node.js? So let's say you want a Go language, you say go-build. If you just type in go-build, this documentation, it is having 3 pages, but there's a URL for it, right? So Control F, HTTPS, and then that's the URL, golang.org is the website. And you can see all the command lines and everything reference. At the same time, while you do that one, you can go to the main page, go.dev, and then the whole menu is there. Under this menu, you can go to docs, why Go language, learn it, get the packages. So if everything that you need is just at your fingertips again. If you say, Wahid, can you give me something with Node.js? Yes, I built this website for students, for developers, everybody to just benefit it. So you just click on Node.js here. You say, well, that's great. Now I have Node.js documentation here. You could say Control F, HTTPS, go to Node.js GitHub, or there's 7 of them, right? Nodejs.org is this one. So you just go .org and it takes you to the English version. Obviously, you could just go to any of them, and then here you can see the documentation and all of that is available. And if you say some of these ones, if I want to learn it, how cool is that one? Of you work on any of these ones. Let's say you want to work on the path package or the OS version. You click on it, and all of these commands that are here, you can practice them. So like path separator, it tells you the separator. So if I'm on the Windows command prompt here, let's say just I open this one with PowerShell. I'm going to say node and then say path.separator. And then right away, it tells me that's the separator. Path, and then if I just want to know what is available with path, you can see here by pressing tab, then a list of the commands are showing here. All of those ones are available for me to say that, like path.win32 tells me all the details here. So at the same time, if I just exit out of this one, clear screen, let's say I go to the prompt, I make this screen bigger, and then I clear screen, say node, and then I want to get some OS information. So os.hostname, and then it says that this is a function. It tells me the host name is algorithm. If it is a function, you just have to put it with the left parentheses, right parentheses. os.tab, notice it gave me with the tab, it gave me all the information that are there. So if I am interested on the CPUs, I could just say CPUs, and then as a function, you could just get all the information. And then os.get, and priority is there, for example, user info, and this is also a function, and you just get that information from it. There's so much you can do with these ones, okay? So, and then I'm gonna exit out of here, and then with WinGet, we already showed you enough. So you're welcome to go to the 4C version, also learn it. A lot of these videos that I make is also in 4C. On my website itself, MyWebUniversity.com, you can just come in here and then start going through these chapters. So like chapter 4 is advanced level Linux. If you just come in, the entire advanced commands, which is about 88 of them with so many parameters and everything. If it is the whole book, I just write you like a documentation and show you a lot of examples. But if it is something that you can practice with it, then obviously I tell you how to do it. Like here, what is PS3? It says display a tree of process tree 1, meaning show me the process ID of system D. And system D is this process. These are the trees of it with the process ID numbers and thread name and all that detail. Similarly, if you just say, give me the current process ID, it says my current was on the shell, and then it invoked PS3 here. So if you're just looking for manual pages on this one, you can also click on man PS3, and I'll just give you HTML version. So if you're looking for printf statement, I give you that. If you're looking for PWD, it's there. There's a lot of stuff here on this one. At the same time, if you're looking on chapter 5, or actually Windows stuff, let's say on technical Windows documentation, I just have about 42,000 or something here, all the PDF for Linux, Red Hat. You can get on all of them on PDF format. Whichever one you click, you get that version on PDF format for the Red Hat. So you don't need to buy books and then do that one. Similarly, if you wanted for Rocky Linux, about 1,400 there, whichever one you click, I just generate that in PDF format for you. And obviously the HTTPS information for each one of them could take you to the internet, and you could see hundreds of thousands, millions of thousands of PDF file or HTML files everywhere else on the internet. So one source, and then I integrate everything for you by doing this. If you're looking for Windows information, obviously Windows information, I just do the PDF format for you on PowerShell, for example. Here, all the PowerShell stuff are here, about 7,538 commandlets. So let's say you're looking for the get help, Control F, get dash help, it will be there. And similarly, get dash command will be there. So each one of them that you click on, it will show you the PDF file for that one. Similarly, if you are saying that, let's say, get dash host, we did that, right? So get dash host, if I do Control F and say get dash host, the PDF is there. And then if you say, well, this is good, I want to read this one. If you read it and you understand the commands and syntax, I could show you here. So inside here, this is still updating it. And so this other prompt that I open, let's see, on PowerShell, I just opened two of them, but I'm going to only work on this one. So on this one, if I say get dash host, it tells me the host operating system is this, and then the version of PowerShell is that. So if I just run the same command with uppercase, doesn't matter. Get dash host, get is the verb and then followed by the noun, right? So you could get that one, or you could make that one as an object. When you make it as an object, now you do this one. Let me just say that object name dot. When you put the dot, now whatever you press tab, these are the fields that are available for it. So if I want to get the version, I could say dash version. And then if I want to make it like a nicer look for it, I could say out dash rainbow. And then you could see the colors coming every time I do it is a different color. Similarly, if I just wanted differently, I could obviously give some parameters like dash frequency, and then dash frequency of 0.001. And then that would be always that color. So you could have a lot of things. And then if instead of this one, I could use some other utility that I installed, Laugh Out Loud Cat, and then I could say dash A for animation, and then you could do that one. So this is animation of that with the coloring. So you could do a dir command here, and then say dir, and then rainbow, out dash rainbow, and dash animate, and then you could see that the directory gets animated. So instead of that one, I could just say clear screen, say WinGet dash dash list, not dash dash list. This will give me that one with all the list information. But then if I want it in a very nice color, I could say pipe it to out dash rainbow and dash A for animation. While it is doing it, you see each line, it is very kind of like small before it actually pastes the information, but you can see how nice that information could update your screen. So programming and coding and using application operating system should be a lot of fun if you just learn it. A long time ago, I was teaching at National University. One of my students was a very good DBA at Boeing, and he kind of joked with me. He says, "Wahid, come here. I want to show you something." When he showed me the information on the screen, I was teaching a database, but we were doing actually Oracle on a Unix operating system. And then the Unix operating system, he was pointing to the $. It says, if I want to print this file, what am I doing with this $? It's not user-friendly at all. It does not tell me what is the command I could use, what is the name of the printer, what is the name of the file, how many copies I want. I have to know so much of them. It's not user-friendly. On Windows, I can open a file manager and do. I said, yeah, on Linux and Unix, you could also use graphics, GUI interface that you could do like on a desktop version, as well as if you learn the command line, the command line syntax is very intuitive. But if you learn it, then it becomes your friend. So it is user-friendly, especially if you know it, it's your best friend. The more you know it, the better it becomes. User-friendly environment for you. So it's your choice. You could do it. And he agreed, and he started laughing. But he says, "I was just kidding you, Wahid." And we all know sometimes we all learn. Nobody is an expert on everything. We all learn and we all grow with the technology. The technology is still growing, as you can see what happened with DeepSeek last week with NVIDIA losing $400 billion or more. It was 3.49 trillion by Monday, and then by this Friday it is 3.05 trillion. It's still there in trillion when those companies are making enough. Is all because of AI, because of GPUs, because of TPU, DPU, and CPU, all those technologies and AI stuff, software engineering and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is just a branch of computer science. So if you learn computer science at school or at college or on your own, you're very, very kind of like easy to just get a job and get along with everybody and help yourself. And I hope you all just do something for the society by helping each other and helping your community. God bless you all. I'm gonna finish this video and then have a nice one. Take care. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe and watch our videos. Take care. Bye-bye.